Hi guys, Banchin here. Welcome to this friendship send coin auto clicking video. I'm going to release this to everybody soon, but this is going to be a members first video, so members can see it first. Have you ever gone, well, it's, clicking one at a time can be quite tedious. I'm going to show you two different setups, okay? So you guys know the auto clicker that I use. There it is there. So the way I've set this up, now this is actually the one that I don't prefer, but you can do this, it will work. I've set the timer to be 2010 milliseconds, which is just over 2 seconds because it needs time to connect to the server and all of them are the same. So because you probably have 40 friends, I go from 1 to 10 and the swipe is 3 seconds because it takes a little time to swipe. So what you will do here, you need to kind of gauge the distance yourself on your own device. It will be different from one device to the next. And that's the way you do it. And you pretty much go, now I've sent my coins today and everybody that says send coin there's already maxed. But I'll show you the idea. So just click, goes to the next one, and so on until we get to the 10th one. And you will see Mr. Chad is the last one I will send to. So Jesselyn should be the first one that gets it after the swipe. Let's see how we go. And sometimes it doesn't work, but oh no, it didn't work that time. Okay, so I've set it slightly over, so you have to adjust it back a little bit. Seems like every time I do this, it seems to switch a little bit, which is quite frustrating. So you have to keep playing with this thing. So that's why this is not the best method. Anyway, you set it to be 4 reps down the bottom. You can see there's 4 reps so that, 10 times 4 is 40. It'll get through to all of your friends. But there is a better one. There is one called an Easy Friends, which is basically 1 at a time. And you would do this 1 at a time. You really need to play with the length of this. It's about that much should work. Let's have a look. So 1, it'll go to the next one. That's a bit too much. Let's go back and try again. And there we go. Okay, so it'll click and I've set it to 2010 again. Click and you just keep going until you get to 40. Okay, you will set it to 40 repetitions of that. Now this one's slightly off, as you can see. It goes a little bit too much. So, you got to play with it a little bit and you got to be careful not to do not enough. It's got to almost be spot on really, but you'll be able to play with it and get to your device. See, that's not enough. So that's eventually going to click underneath. Okay. And I'm going to go into this menu in a minute, as you can see. Nothing is happening. And it's only moving a little bit. So it is a little bit difficult to get this right, but you can do it. What I suggest you do actually is just sit there and go, okay, I'll just let it do its thing. And as soon as you find that, hey, it's not calibrated properly, then you go stop and you just go calibrate it again and you just restart. And you keep going. At least you don't have to sit there clicking. It'll do it for you for the majority of the time. All right, and there you have it. So there's 2 different ways that you can do it, both a little bit fiddly depending on the auto clicker. Just so that you know, this one here, the swipe duration, I reckon you could play with the swipe duration and it would probably be better. So maybe do 1,000 milliseconds. Let's have a look what that does. Click and 1,000 milliseconds. Yeah, not too bad. I think the more you do it, the more stable it is. Although I've got it too much, so I'll probably just make it there. I reckon that's pretty spot on. There you go, perfect. 1,000 milliseconds seems to work really well. Look at that, smack bang in the middle. Okay, and as you move, it'll click. Should be enough time to connect to the server each time. You beaut, look at that. Okay, I might save that one. Easy Friends. Save it. Done. All right, guys. Hope you found it useful. This will be, like I said, members only video to start with, but I will be releasing to everybody because everybody gets to see this. So rest assured, if anybody says, oh, I wish I could watch that video and I'm not a member, well, it will be sent to everyone. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Hope that helped. See you next time.